Hello everyone and welcome to Matchbox Memories. Today we're going to open this Matchbox Collectors Mix 1 of 2024. So I have all 5 cars and none of these are new vehicles or new castings. They're just repeats from either the mainline or the moving part series that they have, that Matchbox has put into their premium line, which they call Matchbox Collectors. So let's go ahead and have a look at each of these cars. In no particular order, I'm going to start off with the, what is this? This is the 1955 Ford panel delivery van. Just have a look at the packaging. I think these cost $7.47 Canadian plus tax. They typically have a plastic base, which is disappointing. But they do have rubber tires and they are generally fully finished, even though this one does not look like the lights have been filled, but the back is totally detailed. Anyways, not going to spend too much time on it. There's the back. They don't show the cars in this set. Sometimes they do. This particular series doesn't. Anyways, I'm going to open this up and then we'll have a look at it and then compare it to some previous versions from the main line. So this particular model debuted in 2008 into the Matchbox family, the 1955 Ford F100 panel delivery van. It's a 60s, the endless summer. Ford symbol. Rubber tires, as you can see. The endless summer. It says something in season of the perfect. Can't read that last word, but there it is. Some good graphics. Does it have a moving part on it? No moving part. For a second I thought this might open, but it doesn't. As you can see, there is this logo, but the front is not detailed. The grille is not detailed. Chrome base, plastic chrome base, which is disappointing. I don't know why Matchbox doesn't do full metal vehicles. They certainly charge us almost the same price as their premium Hot Wheels lines that cost just as much. And the Hot Wheel lines always happen to have a metal base. So anyways, nice vehicle, got some good weight to it. Some good decals there as well. It's a metal flake dark blue, or just a metal flake blue, I'd say. It's a really well designed van. And then just, I don't have too many of this vehicle. They've done it a bunch of times. There's probably 15 different versions of it. So this is just from the main line. And I know I have it in a 9-pack with the shell livery as well, which I didn't pull, but these are 4 that I have displayed. I think it's a nice little family of vehicles. I'm certainly going to keep collecting it. I think they're nice. I love that era, the 50s. They produce some really awesome looking vehicles. And I'm very happy that Matchbox continues to make these vehicles. All right, let's move along. All right, next we're going to look at this Mitsubishi. The 1994 Mitsubishi 3000 GT in yellow. So this is the 3rd version of this vehicle we're looking at. It came out in black first in the main line a couple of years ago, so I think around 2021 or 2022, followed by red the next year, and so this is the 3rd version of this vehicle. I've got a lot of friends that said, well, it's just the same as when they do a mainline vehicle as a premium. But in this case, it's still the plastic base. But let's open this up and have a look at it. It is a fantastic casting. I have to say, now that I've opened it, it really does feel like a mainline vehicle. There's nothing really special to this. And even the yellow, it's sort of a pastel-y yellow. The paint work is not perfect. You can see the little mishap or the lack of paint in the indents there. Or the air vents, I guess. Yeah, I have to agree. This is definitely not, you know, an $8-something car with tax. Feels more like a mainliner with a set of not so great rubber wheels. And just to show you guys, the mainline vehicles actually look much better if you ask me. So this is the original version. This is the version that debuted this particular vehicle into the Matchbox family. I love it. I think it was a fantastic model. And it's almost as heavy as the supposedly premium version. Oops. And then here it is in red, which is also a nice model. Yeah, I think Matchbox is getting too much about the bottom line and financials, and they're not really thinking through some of these models. They're overcharging for models that really shouldn't be anything more than what you'd pay for a moving part, so $3 or $4. This one definitely doesn't deserve the collector's premium collector tag. It really isn't that different from these two mainline vehicles that cost around $1.40 or $1 when they debuted. Pre-COVID, they were under $1 Canadian. So, bit of a steep price tag for a completely mainline-looking vehicle, in my opinion. All right, next we're going to look at the Nissan Z, the 2023 Nissan Z. This is the fourth version of this particular vehicle that Matchbox has produced. They did produce it in the moving parts line in blue, and that was a Japan exclusive, and I didn't get I didn't get a hold of that one, so I don't have that one to show, but I do have the other three vehicles. I'm just going to quickly look at this, and then we can look at the others. Guys, I haven't spent too much time on the boxes because we've seen these before. Sort of ignored the other two, but there they are. I like the box. I think it's well designed. Now let's have a look at this vehicle. So this one's a moving part vehicle. I really like this car in real life, and I think they've done justice to it in the die-cast version. Look at this. This is fully detailed. Rubber tires. Not sure if it's worth twice the price of this version, which is exact same car without the rubber tires that's from the moving parts line from last year. This one was a difficult one to find, to be honest with you. And to find one with a good paint job was even more difficult. But the one I have here is actually quite good. So I'm missing one. I'm missing the blue version from the moving parts, which is a Japan exclusive, but I do have this. Now, I didn't buy this. This is from the Mattel website, Mattel Creations. I think you have to be a member of Mattel Creations to purchase this vehicle. I actually bought it. So when it debuted for $25 US plus $13 US shipping, which is $38 US dollars, which is in round numbers around 50 Canadian dollars. I decided not to buy it from Mattel Creations when it debuted. I just thought it was too much for this particular vehicle. So I ended up buying it on eBay in the secondary market, and I ended up paying $15 and about $4 in shipping. So I got it for half the price, close to half the price in the secondary market. And I've noticed a lot of these Matchbox RLC Metal Creation products, not all of them, a lot of them do sell for less than the original retail price on the Metal Creations website. So keep your eye out on eBay. Some of the older ones do go for less than retail, even when you include the shipping. So keep that in mind. It's I like this casting. I can't say I don't like it, but I just don't like paying the $50 price tag for that particular vehicle. All right, moving along. I want to try and keep this video short. I know I've done a bunch of 40-minute videos. Be nice to do a short one. So this is the second version of this particular vehicle we are seeing in the Matchbox Collectors series, the 2022 Lexus LX. It debuted in 2023 in white in the moving parts series. This one is in this, I'm going to say, forest green with rubber tires, and if it's anything like the moving parts one, then the back opens, the trunk opens. So let's have a look at that once we open it. So there it is, guys. I like this color. Some people were not, some collectors that I know were not too pleased with the color, but I think it's great. I think the greens display really well. I feel like this vehicle should have been a little bit wider, but I think it's overall it's well designed. And as you know, I do love the Lexus brand, so I'm always happy to add these to my collection. Look at that. That just looks amazing. Oops. 2022 Lexus LX. And then the moving part is the trunk. It doesn't open very wide. I'm sure someone at Lexus is horrified by the fact that that vehicle only opens that much. Just enough for a little dog to jump in the back. Anyways, overall, I can't complain. It's a good looking vehicle. And then if we just quickly compare it to the original version, which is from the moving parts series, you can see they look fantastic next to each other. And of course, this one has the plastic wheels as against the rubber wheels on the green version. Both really nice, both very collectible in my opinion. And as I said, I love to collect Lexus. So I'm happy that Mattel and Matchbox are adding these vehicles to their lines. All right, last vehicle we're going to review is this 2018 Bugatti Divo in black and blue. I've always loved this casting. I'm very happy that Matchbox created it, designed it. It debuted during COVID in gray, and then this is I think the 6th version of this vehicle. I have 5 of the 6 versions. I do not have the Target Red Edition exclusive version. Just haven't had an opportunity to purchase it. Unfortunately, we don't have the Target stores in Canada anymore, so I rely on my sources in the US to pick one up for me, but nobody seems to have found one yet. So that is in blue. Let's open this up and have a look at it and then compare it to the mainline models that I've got in my collection. Just to give you guys an indication of the mix. So I purchased these at Walmart, and there was only one Bugatti in the case, and there was only one Ford panel van. The other 3 vehicles I am pretty sure came with 2 apiece. So there are 2 Lexuses, 2 Mitsubishis, and 2 Mitsubishis and 2 Nissan Zs, and 1 Ford panel van, and I think, actually I'm certain there's only 1 Bugatti in each case. So there it is, rubber tires, guys, beautiful. I love this casting. 2018 Bugatti Divo. You can see the tread on those tires. It's almost a matte blue. French flag, colors of the French flag. Look at that. Paint job's not the greatest. You can see there's a bit. Yeah. Paint job at the front is not the greatest, guys. Look at that. $8 vehicle. Difficult to find. Of course, quality control, not the best. But still, I'm not disappointed. This is a fantastic vehicle. Dropped it, but didn't damage it. That's the original version of it. And then I think it's 2020, 2021. This is from the 70th anniversary, so from 2023. Matchbox did a special, I think it was a 5-car set. It had this Bugatti in there in silver. You can see it's got the 70th anniversary logo on there, and it's also got the 17th anniversary color scheme that Matchbox went with. This is actually very nice as well. And then I recently purchased, I didn't buy the 9-pack because they're ridiculously expensive, as you guys know. They work out to about $25 Canadian if you buy it at Toys R Us. And unfortunately, all the vehicles are repeats other than this vehicle, which is the exclusive, which I managed to buy for a couple of US dollars from a source in the US. So it's very, very lucky to get this at a reasonable price. Most of you are going to have to pay the 25 or 20 US dollars to pick up this car as part of the 9-pack. Definitely worth it, just really expensive. It's just such a nice car. So the hardest two to get are probably going to be this 9-pack version, just because it's so expensive. And then the Target Red is quite difficult as well, but I am going to eagerly look for it. So anyways, guys, that's it. Fairly short video. It's around 17 minutes. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you haven't liked this video, please hit the like button on YouTube.